Hey, welcome back, everybody. So, this is our Friday meditation time. I've got my microphone really close so that you can hear my voice nice and clear as we're going into the meditation. So, take this time as I share what's about to happen in this practice to get your body as comfortable as possible, whatever is available for you right now. So, we have just moved into 2026 according to the Gregorian calendar. We've entered this new year, and I know there is a mix of who is celebrating this, who is observing this, and who is not feeling connected to this time at all. But just to bring that into our awareness that this cultural celebration has been happening all around the world. So notice where you're at with that, if that is having any effect or impact on you right now. And I did do a few posts on how I feel that, well, how I can connect to this time in a way that's more authentic to me, just basically using it as an opportunity to be able to reflect on the months past and to see how I can reorientate, which is my word, reorientate my awareness to the things that are in line with my heart. So, underneath this recording, this video, I will put the link to the post that I did because it's never too late to take a moment to pause and reflect and see what your body is telling you about the months just passed. There'll be some things that are wisdom to take with you, some things to unhook from, and there'll be things that you can see that will offer you more nourishment and more feelings of safety and stability in the time to come. So, as we arrive and we come to land here together, we can also come to acknowledge that the moon is in its waxing phase, and tomorrow will be the full moon. And this full moon is the wolf moon. My sister and I, Sean, will be holding space for a ceremony on Sunday in 2 days' time. All the tickets for the live have been taken for this month's live circle, but the recordings are still available. So, unlimited tickets for the recording. And we will be sharing a wolf moon meditation, checking into with our body in relation to the wolf's energy and holding space for some reflections and moments to pause and realign. Okay, so are we ready to go a little bit deeper? And as we go into this practice, see how you can arrive with a simple presence or curiosity without expectations, just to see what comes through inside of you. Nothing to push, nothing to force. This is our Friday pause, very gentle, a moment to observe what is there for us right now. This week's practice is about releasing to receive, releasing our hooks on things that have our awareness that maybe do not nourish us anymore. Maybe they're old stories or patterns or beliefs or habits. And in that space, being able to stay open to receive that which is meant for us. And so, as we go into this practice, remember that every week this is a body based practice. So, the mind will, of course, give you ideas and thoughts and images and things to entertain you. Yet, when you notice that, come back to the bodily experience. So, in this week, especially, we're remembering the rhythms, how the release comes after the peak. Just as with the full moon, too, there's this availability to bathe in the full moon's light and in that radiance see what is ready to be unhooked from, to release. And, after the full moon, because that's like the summer energy, moving into the autumn energy of the moon, whereas there's this release and a release to nourish the soil. So to nourish ourselves, it all goes in this cycle and this rhythm of life. And this, as I'm speaking, you might already notice inside of you, this is familiar because for so many years, humans have been observing the patterns in nature, and the patterns in nature are the patterns within ourselves as well. So, after that time of holding, as we release, we soften. After the inhale, there is the pause, and then comes the exhale and the pause. And once again, the inhale, these rhythms of life. So, this week to come, as I do connect to sidereal astrology, the moon, just the energies, what I am noticing in the collective, tuning into not choosing a direction or forcing a pathway, but noticing where the body no longer needs to grip. And you might already notice right now as I start to speak of these things, you might start to notice in your body where there is this tension, where there is this gripping. It might be in obvious places like the hands or the jaw or the feet, or maybe the legs tightly crossed or the bum cheeks clenched. These are obvious places, but as we get into the practice, you might start to notice the more subtle spaces where the body is holding unnecessary tension. And it's not about trying to say, come on now, it's time to release. I want that softness. It's about watching, observing, and in this loving awareness, in this curiosity, seeing what unfolds from that. So let's begin this practice with listening. So start by noticing your surroundings, seeing what is in the space around you, your physical space. Look around your room and let your eyes wander. So not to force, not as though you're looking for anything, but more of is as if you are letting your eyes lead and wander. And ways that you can help this is just noticing if you have any tension around your face or your jaw or your shoulders, your spine, and welcome a softness. Welcome this water element, a fluidness. And then see where your eyes want to wander. And they might already be ready just to close and go inwards. They might be gazing on something, or you might be enjoying the twists and the turns as you look behind you, around you, down to the ground. And what this is doing to the body is making it more aware of the surroundings, and your body will decide whether it's perceived as safe or not. If you find yourself staring at something, it's not that you need to change that during this practice, just to notice it. And you can have one point of awareness outside of you and one point of awareness within you to be guided. And see if in this moment right now, you can welcome your eyes to close. See if the eyes are ready to close, the forehead soften without force. And notice the sounds around you. So become aware of the sounds the furthest away from you. Maybe it's in your home, maybe it's outside your window. If you're outside beyond the forest or the trees or the hills, what is the thing you can hear the furthest away? You can notice if the mind has a preference. You can notice how your body responds to the sounds. And then the next inhale, come to hear the sound the closest to you in your room. Can you hear your breath? Can you notice the difference between the inhale sound and the exhale sound? Allow yourself to follow the rhythm of the breath. And now noticing the way that the breath touches your skin as it moves in and as it leaves the body. And observing the change in temperature that you experience when you breathe in from when you breathe out. On the next inhale, feel into the whole body and notice what parts of the body expand and receive when you inhale, and the parts that release and soften when you exhale. How do you experience this conscious breath? Does it feel welcoming? Does it bring any other feelings that maybe make you uncomfortable as you slow down to feel? Now, the next inhale, we'll come to notice our body resting on this earth. Whether you're sat down, you feel your legs, your feet, your arms maybe resting on something, or whether you're walking and you feel the pressure through the feet, changing sides as you walk. Just feel yourself held. Like in the very first meditation we did 2 weeks ago, where you allow yourself to be held. And it's not a heaviness, it's more of a welcomed support. And the inhale brings this life to lift you and open you up. So as you are held, you can rise and you can expand. Feel yourself held by this earth, always available to listen, to support you, to nourish you. Feel yourself in deep relationship with nature, whether you are conscious of it or not. Allow that to be available to you. And the next inhale, just starting to observe your inner world. If there is anything alive in you right now, any thoughts moving, pausing, looping round. Maybe there's an emotion that you can label. And if you can feel that emotion, what does it feel like? Let the mind rest and simply feel how you're arriving right now. For example, the energy might be held in one place. It might be twisting and dancing. Your body might feel an emptiness or a heaviness or a surge of energy. Take a moment to scan and to feel what is alive right now inside of you. And give permission for all to rise and all to pass. And keeping your awareness spacious and open and curious. This is the practice of listening to what is there when there is this silence, which might not be silent at all. This return home may be loud for some of us, but here is where we listen, we receive our truth, we hold it. We're going to go deeper into our practice on release to receive. Bring attention to your hands and slowly clench both fists as tight as you can. And notice this effort of holding. Notice when you squeeze and clench your hands as tight as you can, how the energy builds, how it moves through your arms, how other parts of your body might start to tense too, to really squeeze. Pause here for a deep inhale. And then exhale, slowly, slowly, slowly release through your hands and your wrists and your arms and neck and your whole body, softening and opening. And pause to notice that moment after release, the completion of holding, and how now that energy moves through your body. We're going to do this 2 more times, and each time, see how deeply you can melt into the moment after the release. Really feel yourself merge into the sensation after the release. So we'll do it again. Do it at your own pace. Start by squeezing. Squeezing as hard as you can. As hard as you don't want to cause pain. You might want to put your thumbs inside your fists. Whatever's best. You know, you can do this with any part of your body as well. If you have any injuries or anything, do it with your feet. Do it with your arms. Squeeze your arms together. You can do it with anything that you like. And so we'll squeeze and breathe in and hold for 5 seconds before releasing. 2, 3, 4, 5. Slowly release, no rush. Feel your energy, the temperature inside of you shift. Let the softness move through your whole body. And here, take that pause to experience the release, because in the release, we have space and we receive, and you'll notice the energy moving through your body. You'll notice that shift when you say yes to receive that which is nourishing you. You say yes to what your inner wisdom and guidance has to say to you. It might not be in words, it might just be a feeling. Okay, let's do this one more time together. Start to bring the grip. You might want to change it for now. So if you know you hold tension somewhere, you might want to take your awareness there. Like if you hold tension in your shoulders, then you might want to squeeze your shoulders up to your ears. Okay, I'm going to go for a hug this time. So let's squeeze, bring that squeeze on, that contraction. Deep breath in and hold it for 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Slow, no rush. Exhale, full body release. The release isn't the final part, it is the receiving when we've softened. And now pause to feel. Notice your breath moving in gently and softly. You might feel energies shifting in different areas inside of you. I can feel it moving through my head, my ears. Wherever you've worked on, you might notice that as you contract to release and receive, there is this movement of energy, or maybe it's being blocked from the contraction. Take a gentle inhale and a soft, long exhale. At the top of the next breath in, notice the pause, like the peak of the mountain, and you're stood on top, looking around. And nothing needs to happen. You've reached the top. And then the release into the exhale, down the mountain. Let the breath fully leave completely. And notice the space in the pause of the breath when you get to the bottom of the mountain before you take your next inhale. We'll do that again and notice at the bottom of the mountain, this is where there's the unhooking. So every time you do this, every time you reach your peak, there'll be a different experience because there's a chosen release. So inhale, bring your awareness up to the peak of that mountain and pause with full lungs. Noticing yourself at that peak of the mountain. You might be seeing something so beautiful up there. Let the energy pulse within you and then exhale down the mountain, down to the base, and the conscious release of that which doesn't serve you in the pause before the inhale. Yeah, let's do that one more time when you're ready at your own pace. I'm not going to guide you, just follow that pace again. And then find the natural rhythm of your breath. Sense where your body can receive once effort has dropped. Where in your life has something already been fully held? You've reached the peak with it. You've held on for so long with this. This tension has been building. Where in your life do you feel that you're still gripping on after the peak has passed? Or there hasn't been that full release? What becomes possible for you when this unhooking and a full release has been had? What does it look like to receive? Stay with your breath. I'll share some words that you can carry into next week with you. You can adjust these as you wish. Can your body receive these words? I allow what has been fully carried to release. I receive what becomes available when I let go. I allow what has been fully carried to release. I receive what becomes available when I let go. And let this sit with you. Let this walk with you till our next practice. Continue to let your awareness rest on your body and stay close to the sensations rather than the stories that come up right now. Let this be the practice to stay with the body, even if the mind is starting to try to unravel or fix things, all will come in good time. What sensations are alive inside of you? Allow for this stillness to come through without expectation. And the stillness is coming with the observation of sensation. So, not to expect stillness in the body of the mind, but a stillness in the pause as you stay. And as the mind wanders, gently return to the sensation. So, we'll take the next minute to be with that. The practice for the next minute is to rest your attention on your body, to follow the sensations, to notice when the mind wanders and return back to the sensations. Now start to notice the breath. Feel the body moving. Feel your body resting on the earth. And take this time to tune in to gratitude, to feel in what is available in your life right now that nourishes you. Gratitude for your body, gratitude for our Mother Earth, gratitude for the elements that support life, for the people, for the animals that are here with us on this journey, for our ability to find practices and tools to come home to ourselves, to return inwards, to hear our truth and to remember that that truth wants to come through us, be it with words, with movement, or with silence. But this inside. Now imagine when you're in this space, when you're here with your body, start to imagine that any of the things that don't feel like they want to stay with you, it might be a heavy emotion or a thought loop, or maybe even someone in your life that is feeling unsafe to you. Feel it in your hands, come into your hands, and notice that tension building. And when you're ready, either physically putting your hands down on something firm, or open them up to the sky, or placing them on the earth, a action to resemble you saying, I release. And the earth holds you and alchemizes. She uses it as compost. She takes it, she alchemizes it. It nourishes her and therefore nourishes us too. Say thank you in your own way. Say thank you for this space made. Now start to move your fingers and your toes and your body, becoming aware of the sounds around you again. And when you're ready, when it feels good, you can open your eyes and take the time to see how the world looks right now. Notice how you feel. And take the time after this to journal if anything comes up, to just be gentle with yourself. Because when we do these practices, things arise through the practice or following or the next day. Just remember what this practice was about, releasing to receive. Some things are easier to release than others, but notice where there is this unhooking, and it might be a choice and it might not be, but a trust that comes, spaces to be made for something that will support you. And with the full moon coming, we're moving into the energy of it now. I can tell because it shines so brightly through my bedroom window at nighttime. Just notice where this release that you might have tuned into, maybe it's a thought or a pattern, a habit, something that you were like, yeah, I'm ready to unhook from. Notice where this release continues without effort. Things are going to start to unfold. So let this unhooking and unraveling happen. And your minds might already be thinking, well, what does that mean? And all that there is for you to do is to notice where the body is contracted. When it's contracted, pause, take a breath, see where the breath can be guided to experience the fullness of that contraction. And in the exhale, welcome a release. You don't need to know intellectually what is happening all the time. There's so many things unconsciously unhooking and unraveling, but it is held in the body. So, with that loving awareness, when the body contracts, we can inhale, we can support and be like, yes, I'm with you. And the exhale, the softening. If you need more support, go to the earth, place your hands on the earth and ask her to support you, to offer her this which does not serve you, not in a way to like palm it off on someone else, but knowing how the earth works. She wants to interact with you. She wants to listen to you, and in that receiving, she will alchemize this energy for you. You can ask for help. And if the land doesn't resonate, maybe you're working with other elements right now, or your ancestors, or maybe it is some spirit guide that you're connected to. Welcome that in. You're allowed to have support. We're not meant to do this alone. So, yeah, take time after this, drink some water, journal, keep yourself warm. If you can, go place your feet on the earth. Take that time to ground yourself. And I will see you again next Friday. Let me take a drink to say goodbye properly. For those of you who are in the live on Sunday, I will see you there with my sister Sean. I can't wait. This is the first one in 13 moons. And the live tickets are all taken now because we have a small group. There are still recorded tickets for the recording available. And we have a channel on Instagram where you can go and you can still interact and let people know how you found the meditation or what came up with you and things like that. All right, so all the details will be underneath this video. Thank you so much for being here. And if you heard some sneezing in the background, that's from the outside. There's a lot of sneezing happening, a lot of releasing happening back there. All right, thank you so much for being here.